Leo's fingers trembled as he adjusted the environmental controls of the mining station. 3 months into the expedition on Kepler 442b, and he still couldn't shake the feeling that Ambassador Zara was more than she appeared. The Etherean diplomat moved with an unsettling grace, her silvery skin shimmering under the artificial lights. She's beautiful, he thought involuntarily, then immediately regretted it. Zara's head snapped toward him, her violet eyes narrowing. She glided across the room and whispered, "Careful, human. I hear every thought." Leo's blood ran cold. The Etherians were telepathic. Everyone knew that, but interspecies mind reading was supposed to be impossible. The neural patterns were too different, the scientists had assured them. "How?" he managed to stammer. A smile played at the corners of her lips. "Your species broadcasts emotions like a beacon. Most Etherians ignore it as noise. I learned to listen." Before Leo could respond, alarms shrieked through the station. Mia burst through the doors, her engineering uniform singed and her face streaked with soot. "The Devourers," she gasped. "They've found us." Through the viewports, Leo saw them, massive bioships that consumed entire worlds, leaving nothing but dead husks. The Etherian fleet was already engaging them, their sleek vessels dancing between enemy fire, but they were vastly outnumbered. "We need to evacuate," Mia said, already pulling up schematics on her tablet. "The emergency shuttles won't make it past their perimeter," Zara interrupted. Her expression had hardened, all trace of her earlier amusement gone. "They'll pick off fleeing vessels one by one." Leo watched the battle unfold, his mind racing. The Etherians were losing. For all their advanced technology and psychic abilities, they couldn't match the Devourers' sheer brutality and numbers. "There has to be something we can do," he thought desperately. Zara turned to him again, but this time her expression was curious rather than predatory. "You're not thinking of running?" "No," Leo said aloud. "I'm thinking of fighting." Mia looked at him like he'd lost his mind. "With what? Mining equipment against planet killers?" But Leo was already moving, his fingers flying across the control panels. "Not mining equipment. Mining tactics." He pulled up the asteroid field map surrounding the planet. "Mia, remember that unstable asteroid we marked last week? The one with the compressed helium-3 core?" Understanding dawned in Mia's eyes. "If we could destabilize it, it would create a chain reaction through the entire field," Leo finished. "Natural bombs, millions of them." Zara's eyes widened, the first genuine surprise he'd seen from her. "Your species would sacrifice valuable resources? The helium-3 alone could power your colonies for decades." "Better to lose resources than lose everything," Mia said, already calculating trajectories. "But we'd need precise timing. Someone would have to manually trigger the detonation sequence from the asteroid itself." "A suicide mission," Zara said softly. Leo met her gaze. "Unless you can hear thoughts through vacuum." For a long moment Zara studied him. Then she nodded. "I can maintain contact up to approximately 50,000 kilometers. Beyond that..." She shrugged elegantly. "Then we do this together," Leo decided. He turned to Mia. "Get everyone to the deep shelters. If this works, it's going to be spectacular. If it doesn't, it'll work," Mia interrupted, squeezing his shoulder. "Just don't die out there, okay?" 20 minutes later, Leo and Zara were suited up and racing toward the asteroid field in a modified mining pod. The Devourer ships had pushed through the Etherian lines and were approaching the planet, their massive maws already beginning to glow with the energy that would strip Kepler 442b bare. "You know this is insane, right?" Leo thought, knowing Zara would hear. "Insanity seems to be a human specialty," she replied through the comm. "My people would have calculated the odds and retreated. Yours calculate the odds and attack anyway." They reached the target asteroid and Leo began setting the charges while Zara kept watch. Through their mental link he felt her growing respect and something else. Wonder. "You're not afraid," she observed. "Terrified, actually," Leo admitted. "But fear doesn't change what needs to be done." The charges were set. As they raced back toward the minimum safe distance, Leo felt Zara's mind brush against his, sharing her own fear, her own determination. For a moment, human and Etherian thoughts merged completely. The detonation lit up the void like a new sun. The chain reaction spread through the asteroid field faster than even Mia had calculated, turning millions of rocks into guided missiles. The Devourer ships, built for overwhelming force rather than agility, couldn't evade the cosmic shotgun blast. One by one, they fell. As Leo and Zara watched the destruction from their pod, she spoke softly. My people will want to study this. How a species without telepathy, without our technology, could devise such a solution. What will you tell them? Leo asked. She smiled, a real smile this time. That humans don't need to hear thoughts. You create possibilities we cannot imagine. She paused. And that perhaps we have much to learn from each other. The remaining Etherian ships were already moving to secure the area. The planet was safe. As they headed back to the station, Leo felt Zara's mind touch his once more. Thank you, her thought whispered, for showing me that madness and genius are sometimes the same thing. Human specialty, Leo thought back, and felt her laughter in his mind, bright and genuine. The war with the Devourers would continue, but today humanity had proven its worth to the galaxy, not through superior technology or psychic powers, but through the simple willingness to risk everything for others, even for those who could read their every thought.